the latest book, Pleasure. The main character Nia, she has desires and curiosities, but at the same time she questions. Okay, the things I want to do, I want to try. Why is it wrong for me as a woman? Why is it wrong for a woman to do this? And you know, guys do it all the time. You know what I mean? So it's this thing. She's trying to break the confines, the stereotypes. She wants to have her sexual freedom. It doesn't mean she wants to be a slut, a whore, or anything like that. It's just that she's financially empowered. She's intelligent, and she's at a position in life. She's like, why can't I try things? But the thing is, when you engage in fantasies, then comes the emotional entanglement. So what happens is she wants this stuff, and she gets into basically living her fantasies out, and emotions get in the way. Because when emotions get involved, the way I see it is, it takes the relationship. It becomes a relationship, whether you call it that or not. But it takes on a life of its own. You know, it has its own pace, its own momentum, its own. Someone sends you a text message, you stop what you're doing to go dinner with them, this, that, and the other. I mean, and that's kind of like, you know, where she is, you know. And so she even questions where she is now, because even the desires that she's and the curiosities that she's struggling with, you know. And I think she even says, you know, this is who I am now, this week, this month. Next month I may be someone totally different. I may have other concerns. My concerns may shift to religious concerns or something else, you know. But right now, in this window of time, this is where I am. This is that phase that I'm going through. There's a struggle that everyone has. I mean, no matter what nationality or race or religion, everybody got here by sex. But that's the thing that we're the most uncomfortable having dialogue about. You know, I feel this way. Why do I feel this way? Now, we can do violence all day on television. We can have books with explicit violence. They don't get banned. It's not a problem. But that sex scene, we cannot have this book in Arkansas because on page 12, you know, that's the type of stuff that the character in the book, I want her to think for her thought process makes sense. That's the type of stuff she thinks about. And she questions, you know, just the relationship between us as creatures, men, women, we're created this way, you know, why we go from relationship to relationship, why we need each other. If it wasn't for loneliness, what would we be to each other? If it wasn't for loneliness, what would we be? If it weren't for the need to procreate, you know, if the desire, if the urges weren't there, what would men and women be to each other? And she says in her book, she said probably, you know, one side, either the men would have thrown all the women off a cliff, or the women would have poisoned all the men. Because if you talk about this thing between us, it's beautiful, the love and all that, but at the same time there exists this love-hate relationship between a lot of people, you know, between, you know, men, women, you know, it's there. I mean, it's there, you know, and that's the stuff she, you know, she questions, the why are we made this way.